Hello dear students, today's our lecture is about the calculation of Avogadro number. So this value 6.02 into 10 power 23, how we calculated this value with the help of experiments. So on the basis of theoretical basis, Amedeo Avogadro belongs to Italy just introduced that if we take the 1 mole of a gas, it should contain a fixed number of the particles. That number can be this number 6.02 into 10 power 23. So this number can never be calculated by Avogadro. Actually this number was calculated by J. Perrin. So I am using here method number 1 for the calculation of this Avogadro number 6.02 into 10 power 23 by the method used by J. Perrin. J. Perrin was a French physicist. He got a Nobel Prize in 1926 on the work of this Avogadro number. He calculated this Avogadro number by using a constant that we have already studied in the Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution law. That constant was a Boltzmann constant. I have written here the constant Boltzmann constant. Its value is 1.38 into 10 power minus 27 joules per Kelvin. So he used this constant Boltzmann constant and calculated the fixed value that was theorized by Amedeo Avogadro. So we are going to the method for the solution, means how we can get this fixed number Avogadro number with the help of J. Perrin. J. Perrin means Jean Perrin. So he used the formula for the calculation of Avogadro number. That formula is R is equal Boltzmann constant multiplied by Avogadro number. We have to calculate here Avogadro number with the help of Boltzmann constant and gas constant. Here three constants are written in this formula relationship. So we have to calculate what? The Avogadro number, this value Avogadro number with the help of Boltzmann constant and the gas constant. I have written here the two values of Boltzmann constant and the R is a gas constant. The value of this R gas constant is 8.314 while the value of Boltzmann constant is 1.38 into 10 power minus 23. So if you want to calculate the value of Avogadro number Na, it will be equal to Kb is here. When come to this side, it will be in a divided form, R upon Kb. When we put the values of R and Kb in this relationship, we can easily get the value of Avogadro number, that is 6.02 into 10 power 23. Now the value of R gas constant is 8.314. I am writing here the unit of this, joule per mole per Kelvin, and divided by the value of Kb. Kb is a Boltzmann constant, 1.38 into 10 power minus 23. Calculation of Avogadro's number. How this number was calculated? So when we divide 8.314 with 1.38 into 10 power minus 23 with the help of calculator, we can get the value that will be equal to the Avogadro's number, 6.02 into 10 power 23. Now the unit of this Boltzmann constant is joule per Kelvin. By the cancellation of these units, we can get the fixed unit of this Avogadro number, which is per mole. So suppose joule will be cancelled here, Kelvin will be cancelled with the Kelvin unit, and the unit obtained is mole inverse. Mole inverse means, what is the meaning of this mole inverse? 1 mole of any substance can contain a fixed number of particles. That is now experimentally proved, practically proved, and the quantitatively this value is 6.02 into 10 power 23. Means 1 mole of any gas contain a fixed number of particles. That particles number is 6.02 into 10 power 23. That was theorized by Avogadro's number. So Avogadro's number told us in 1811, while this law belongs to 1914, 1916 in the 20th century. So 1 mole of any gas contain a fixed number of particles. That fixed number of particles was experimentally calculated by J. Perrin with the help of this relationship. So this relationship is what? Which contain three type of the constant: gas constant, Boltzmann constant, and the Avogadro's constant. So this is the method number 1 for the experimental calculation of this fixed number of Avogadro number. So we have calculated Avogadro number by this formula, and the scientist who calculated first time the practical experimental value of this Avogadro number was J. Perrin. So this is method number 1. Later on I will explain you method number 2 for the determination of this same constant value Avogadro number with the help of electrolysis. Note down, dear students, take the pic of this, and then I will erase this all material and will explain method number 2. If you feel any difficulty in this method or suggestion, you can comment me, and you can also subscribe the channel Sarfaraz Chemistry Tutorials for the other upcoming lectures related to your chemistry syllabus. So I think you people have written, take the pic of this material. Then after this I will explain you method number 2 for the determination of Avogadro number. So method number 2 belongs to electrolysis. Faraday's laws of electrolysis, 1834. It was initiated by the Michael Faraday. Now method number 2 for the determination of this constant number Avogadro's number. Method number 2. In this method number 2, two scientists are very much important. Number 1 is a Faraday. The Faraday scientist used the laws of electrolysis for the determination of this Avogadro number. What he did, Faraday passed 1 Faraday of electric current, means 1 Faraday is equal to 96,500 coulombs. Michael Faraday passed 96,500 coulombs of electric current, and he observed that only 1 gram of hydrogen was released. 1 gram of hydrogen was released. Now this 1 gram of hydrogen is what? The atomic mass of this hydrogen is 1. So hydrogen has atomic mass 1. If we written in the grams, it will be termed as a molar mass. So atomic mass of this hydrogen is 1. What is 1? Means number of moles. So 1 mole of hydrogen contain how much mass? 1 gram. Because we are discussing here the molar mass. Mass expressed in the grams is called a molar mass. So hydrogen atom, how many atoms are here? 1 atom. It contains how much grams? 1 gram. And how many moles are present here? 1 mole. So 1 mole of hydrogen has a mass of 1 gram. Now this 1 mole of hydrogen contain how many number of particles? Number of particles, or simply we can say number of electrons. So this is the method, this is the trick that was initiated by the Faraday. And after the discovery of the charge on electron, there was another scientist named Millikan, who discovers the charge value on electron in 1909. Millikan in 1919 calculated the charge on electron. And their charge value was found to be 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs with the help of oil drop experiment. So Millikan did what? He calculated experimentally the charge value of electron, that was 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. So with the help of this charge values, we can calculate the fixed value of Avogadro's number. So this is method number 2, calculation of Avogadro's number with the help of this experiment done by the Faraday and Millikan. after the calculation of charge value of electron. To note down these points, then I'll use a formula for the calculation of this constant value with the help of Faraday's and number of electrons. Okay, take the pick of this material, note down this, then I'll erase and explain method number 2 for the determination of fixed number of Avogadro's number. Method number 2 for the calculation of this Avogadro number. One thing which is very much important here to discuss, known and unknown values. If we want to calculate the number of particles, number of electrons, so we put the value to be calculated should be placed on the right side. And here is a trick, a logic, a technique to calculate the number of particles, electrons. Right side can be used for the value to be determined, unknown, and left side can be used for known values, from which we have to calculate the unknown value. So this side, left side, known material should be written. On the right side, we can use the unknown material to be determined, to be calculated. So what we have to determine here, we have to determine number of the particles. So number of particles means one electron is here. One electron has a charge value equal to 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. This thing is very much important. What we have to calculate, number of electrons means Avogadro's number, number of the particles, okay? And from which we have to calculate this, from the charge value, means charge value of a single electron is this. When Faraday applied how much coulombs during his experiment? 96,500 coulombs. I can write here the full unit, coulombs. So 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs contain how many number of electrons? Only one electron. So one electron has a charge value of this. If we supplied this number of charges, then what should be the number of the electrons? This is a relationship. Known should be placed on the left side, unknown which can be determined should be placed on the right side. So here is a trick, a technique which I used mostly in my numericals. That trick is A upon B multiplied by C. I said A upon B multiplied by C. So this is a very simple technique. This technique I also use in the stoichiometry numericals. So this term can be termed as A, this is B, while this term is a C. A, B and C. So putting these values into this formula A upon B, A is what? 1. Divided by A upon B. B means charge value of electron, 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Minus 19 coulombs. Multiplied by C. C is what? Number of the coulombs supplied by Faraday during the determination of 1 gram of the hydrogen. 1 gram means 1 mole of the hydrogen. 1 mole of hydrogen contain how many particles? That is the topic which we are calculating here. So this is the value of C. C can be placed here. Means 96,500 coulombs. So I can rewrite this formula here so that you people can understand it clearly. 1 electron divided by 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs multiplied by 96,500 coulombs. The thing that is very much important here, coulombs will be cancelled with the coulombs. What value should be obtained to us? The answer should belongs to what? It should belongs to the number of particles. So 1 multiplied by 9650, the value will become the same. So 96,500 multiple by 1, it will be equal to same value. The remaining quantity now here is electron, number of electron, divided by this value 1.602 into 10 power minus 19. When we divide this value with 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb, we can get 6.02 into 10 power 23 particles. Here particles are electron. So this is also method number 2 for the calculation of Avogadro's number. So first method I use that belongs to J. Perrin, and J. Perrin used Boltzmann constants value for the determination of this Avogadro's number. Now here in the last second method I have used the constant value, charge value of electron and the amount of coulombs provided by the Faraday during his experiment for the determination of amount of hydrogen. 1 gram of hydrogen used how many coulombs of electric current? 96500 coulombs. From that 1 gram, how much number of particles is present in that 1 mole of hydrogen? So that value was equal to 6.02 into 10 power 23 electrons. So this is the end of our today's lecture, in which I have calculated the value of Avogadro's constant with the help of 2 methods. Method number 1 belongs to J. Perrin, while the method number 2 belongs to Faraday as well as Millikan. So if you feel any difficulty, you can write in the comments, and kindly do subscribe my channel Sarfraz Chemistry Tutorials. Thank you very much.